Alright, what is good, Ride Bar Times 2 and we're back here on GTA 5 once again with yet another speed glitch video for you guys today. Alright, and today we have the beautiful Entity XXR. This car is pretty old, to be honest. It's from a couple of DLCs ago, I believe, but it is gorgeous. It's a really fun car to drive and a really good car to have in your garage. It is obviously based off of the Koenigsegg 1-to-1 with a couple of influences on it from the Agera R, and like I said, it is just a great car to have. And I don't know if it's just me, but do you guys ever customize a car like with like almost what you feel is like the perfect color scheme and it just hits like so different for you? Like, that's how I feel about this car. I think the gunmetal gray and the orange accents just go like so good together, man. I don't know what it is, but I think this is probably one of the favorite cars I've customized in this game, even though it's like pretty simple. Just carbon, gunmetal gray, and orange. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna quit rambling though, and we're gonna go ahead and get right into this speed glitch. Okay, I will say real quick, if you guys want to see a really cool trick that you can do with this car that I'm not sure any other car in the game can do, stick around to the end of the video. I'll also have some more information about speed glitches as well at the end. So, in true Bar Times 2 fashion, let's go ahead and get a test pull before we do the glitch and after we do the glitch to get a nice speed comparison. And with that being said, let's get right into the upgrades real quick for what is going to be required to do this. Now obviously you need the Entity XXR, which is found on Legendary Motorsports, and it is kind of pricey, but like I said, I believe it's well worth it. It's a great car. Upgrade wise, you are definitely going to want to max out everything that you can. Engine upgrades maxed out, transmission, turbo tuning, and then it's going to get into some weird stuff here. All right, the suspension settings are a little bit iffy. I personally recommend having them on the lowest setting possible. I think not only does it make the car look better, but I think that it may help with this glitch. I'm not 100% certain on that, so please let me know in the comments if you can get this glitch to work with other suspension settings rather than the lowest. And as far as armor goes, it doesn't really matter. I keep all of my cars on 20%, so that is up to you guys. But the most important upgrade for this glitch is low grip tires. Take this thing in the LS car meet and throw some low grips on it. If you didn't already know, in the new DLC update, every car that can go into the LS car meet can be equipped with low grips now. So definitely do that. And other than that, this is going to be a non-tire popping glitch, so you don't have to worry about popping tires or anything like that. But like I said, let's go and get right into this and let's get our first test pulled down. We'll get an exterior view and an interior view. As you can see, this thing launches pretty quick. We have low grips on it right now, and there's not even really that much wheel spin, which is honestly kind of surprising because this thing is a rear-wheel drive oriented supercar that is super torquey. So it's honestly insane that this thing really doesn't spin all that much. And it also handles really well too. I think this thing is like a great track car when it doesn't have low grips on it, obviously, but it's just a great car overall. Now we'll get our interior view out of the way. Like I said, really not much wheel spin for it having low grips, which is honestly really good. We're already hitting 100 miles an hour here. This thing is really quick. It's a lot quicker without low grips, obviously. Low grips don't make the cars go faster anymore by themselves unless you're using a glitch with them. We're hitting about 130 right here, which is, like I said, really not too bad. And I'm sure you guys probably heard it, but while you are driving, this thing does, the exhaust does crackle and pop quite a bit. I'm thinking that since they did edit some of the handling flags on a lot of the cars, like the Supra in my Super Speed Glitch video, I think this thing was also equipped with like some rolling anti-lag or rolling two-step or something. With all that out of the way, let's go ahead and get right into the actual speed glitch itself. Since this car has had its handling flags changed up a little bit, you can double clutch it now. I don't remember if you were able to double clutch it beforehand, but even if you were, this thing double clutches a lot better now. And yes, car guys in the comments, I know double clutch is not the correct term, but that's what I'm sticking with, okay? I'm sorry. All right, heart to heart, I'm sorry. But let's get right into this and I'll show you guys how to do this glitch. Like I said, it's literally just low grip tires and a double clutch. That is it. And we'll show you guys how to do the double clutch here. I have videos that are more in depth on how to do it, but I will give you guys a little bit of a rundown here so you don't have to go back and watch those unless you really need to fully understand. So let's go ahead and first see what the gripping point of the car is, which is going to kind of determine when we need to double clutch, because the low grip tire double clutching is a little bit different than your traditional double clutching, in my opinion. I think there's a little bit of a slight difference there. You're not really focused on the gearing as much, but kind of when the car is gripping up. So let's go ahead and just do that real quick, and we'll kind of see the gripping point, which is literally about right there. So it does spin a little bit, but it's really not too long. And why you're going to want to pay attention to when it does grip back up again is because right after it grips back up again is when you're going to initiate the double clutch. So we'll do it one more time just so you guys can kind of tell. It would be about right there. So maybe about like a second-ish or a second and a half-ish after it's fully gripped up and starting to move without spinning. So, how it's a double clutch. Let's go ahead and get into this. This car is kind of tricky to hit it with, so it's going to take a lot of practice. I've actually tried to record this video 5 times now in the last 2 hours because I have been messing it up. But to double clutch, literally, you're just going to hold down on gas, and then right after the car grips back up, you're going to let go of gas, hold down on the handbrake for a half of a second, let go of the handbrake, and then back on the gas. So I'll kind of run through it slow here for you guys. All right, we're holding down on the gas, waiting for it to grip. And then just like that, you're literally just going to tap the handbrake after you let go of the gas and then right back onto the gas while letting go of the handbrake, all in one fluent motion. And then you literally just hold down on the gas only for the entire length of whatever you're racing on. And this thing is nuts. Like, I'm not even going to lie, this is one of the fastest glitches I have seen in a minute. Other than the S95 speed glitch video that I have posted. This thing is crazy. I will go ahead and show you guys a quick or a short little rundown here again, just in case that was a little too quick for you guys. We're holding down on the gas. We're gonna wait until it grips up. The second it grips up, let go of the gas, hold down on the handbrake for maybe a half of a second, let go of the handbrake, and then back on the gas, and all in one fluent motion. So it's gas, grip, let go, handbrake, let go, gas, and then back on, and you just stay on the gas. So I'll do it again real quick for you guys. Gas, let go, handbrake, and then just back on the gas. It does take a little bit, and I will say that if you do miss it the first time, you don't have to restart. Like, you can hit it again. Watch, like let's say I miss it, or I just don't do it. You can literally do it. Like, as long as you're still in that same gear after you grip back up, you can keep doing it. Like, it'll continuously do it. Like, you don't have to be starting off from a launch. You can probably do this rolling, to be fair. It just has to be in a low enough gear, which I think is either second or third in this car. You just kind of got to pay attention to your gearing and the gear ratios of this thing, but it's fairly easy to just pick back up on. I will get an interior view of the glitch for this as well, just so you guys can kind of see what speed we're going at. I don't trust speedometers in glitches because I don't think they account for the car glitching out as much. But I'll still show you guys if you guys... words, if you guys are interested in seeing it, okay? Alright. And this thing just starts floating, bro. Like, we are literally floating right now. Already in 180, I'm already almost fully sideways. Like, if I can keep this thing in a straight line, dude, this thing is really squirrely. I think it's probably something to do with all that torque. I'll go ahead and do another one for you guys here, just so we can kind of get a better view. I didn't even realize I was so focused on the speedometer that we were about to die. That was kind of funny. Alright, let's try this. Let's try this again, shall we? Alright. Yeah, it's a super fun car, especially with this glitch. It is just absolutely nuts. But it is kind of hard to keep in a straight line. So you kind of just got to fidget with the wheel a little bit here and there. And try to counter steer it out. Boom, maxed out speedometer. Literally nuts. If you guys want to learn how to do that quick stop, you literally just open up your character interaction menu, flick up to a random character, and cancel everything out. You'll stop right in your tracks, unless you were in the air. Ask me how I know. I've literally flown over that fence and tried to do it before, and it did nothing. It might have slowed down my distance, but that was it. So yeah, this thing is literally ridiculous. If I had to guess a speed on it, like I said, this is a newer version of a speed glitch, so I don't really know what these cars will kind of hit miles per hour wise, but I think I have a good guess, because it's really not too different from the infinite burnout speed glitches. So I can definitely say with confidence that this thing will hit over 200 miles an hour, like with ease. I'm honestly thinking probably into the 260s range. This is one of the fastest cars I've tested in a really long time, other than the Karen S95. So I think that this car could be a top 20 contender, because the infinite burnout speed glitches are the fastest, but the fact that you can do an infinite burnout without popping your tires on this version of the glitch is literally revolutionary. So not only you're still kind of getting some handling out of this, even though you are on low grips, but you can also maintain an insane speed. Now, of course, you can't really use this to your full advantage in races and stuff like that because the car is super, super slippery. So, I mean, if you try to hit a corner just going barely too fast, or you're doing that glitch and a corner comes up, it's going to take a really long time for you to be able to stop or get control of the car again just because it is so slippery. But it's still really, really fun to use in, like, drag racing and, like, roll racing and stuff like that. It's, like, really, really fun glitch to mess around with. Now, I will show you guys a secret little trick that you can do with this car that I'm not sure any other car can really do to this extent, okay? And I will say real quick before I show you guys this, huge shout out and huge thank you to Sick Guy. I will leave his Instagram linked in the pinned comment along with my speed glitch playlist if you guys are interested in seeing other speed glitches that I've posted. I've been doing this for like 5 years, but huge thank you to Sick Guy. He was one of the ones that he's literally been fucking testing cars all day long while I've been at work and telling me what cars can and can't work with some of these new glitches, and I really, really appreciate him. It saves me a whole lot of time of testing cars myself, and he's a really great guy. He's been subscribed to the channel for years now, and he's been helping out as a mod in a lot of the live streams, so I really, really thank you, Sig Guy. You're a great dude, man. I really appreciate you, and all love to you. But let's go ahead and show you guys this cool little trick. And you can't have bulletproof tires to do this, so if you're on low grips, you're fine, but you can have regular tires on and this will work too. This car stances, and it is one of the craziest stanced cars I have ever seen. And to stance the car, literally you just bring out a rifle, and like I said, no bulletproof tires, and then you just shoot each wheel until you see the body of the car drop twice. You'll hear some clicks too, so we'll go ahead and do that. There's one drop. There's two drops, and if you can't already tell, the lip and some of the skirt is already in the ground. Do the rear wheel. One drop. Two drop. Skirt is gone. Half of the lip is gone. Some of the diffuser is gone. It's literally nuts. Do the other rear wheel real quick. One drop. Two drop. Good. And one drop. And two drop, and this thing is in the fucking ground. Look, this thing might just be the lowest slammed car in the game that you can like actually like fully like stance out. Like our entire carbon like kit is gone. The entire fucking the splitter's donezo. There's literally here. You can literally see tire tracks that are glitching through the front bumper right now. And the best part about this thing, above all else, is just get a little look at this, alright? We are so low that the ground is touching the fucking pedals in the car, and it literally looks like the car is floating. So this thing is super fucking sick. The entire wheel is through the fender wall, and it's nuts. And we've got, the rear wheels are through like the exhaust system, I think, or maybe that might be a cage, or like some tubular support, I don't know. But it's super, super sick, and one of the coolest things about it is also, while you're driving around, if you're in third person, you have the doors open, you can actually see the ground moving under the car. Like, look at this. That is literally, like, ridiculously low. Yeah, like, you might have a lowered car in real life, and you might be banging subframe, but are you banging your fucking pedals and your fucking seat support? Like, dude. This is fucking what we're Flintstoning this bitch right now, and I just thought that was so cool, and I had to include it in the video. I'll probably make like a separate video just for it as well, but I'm pretty sure that this is like one of the only cars in the game that can actually get this fucking low. So this thing is dragging balls right now, and it is wild. So I did just want to show you guys that. I thought it was pretty funny and pretty cool. I've known about it for a while. I've just completely neglected to make a video about it, so I do apologize, but I've been refreshed and reminded, so there we are. And with that, it's going to end it off for me today here, so I don't want to ramble anymore and take up too much more of your all's time, so I'll let you guys go. But once again, huge thank you to Sick Guy. All love for you, man. Thank you so much for your help and support on the channel. And definitely going to have to reward you with something in the future. Maybe when I do my merch drop, maybe I'll drop off a little something for you. But ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, it's been your boy Bar Times 2, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. I love you guys, alright?